This is the third of the Math 093 final reviews. Number 1. 60.6% of students at a community college are full-time students. If the total student enrollment in this college is 7,013, how many students are full-time? Well, if we multiply the total number of students by the percentage written as a decimal of full-time students, we get the total number of full-time students, which is 4,250. Part B, how many students are part-time? Well, we know how many students we have, minus the number of full-time students, gives us the part-time, which is 2,763. Number 2. The Hispanic Association bought 200 tickets for the Museum of Art. The association will give 50 tickets to the residents of the local shelter, and the remaining tickets will be given in equal parts to the senior classes of 7 different local high schools. How many tickets will be given to each of the senior classes? Well, we have a total of 200, and we're going to use 50 to give to local shelters. This leaves a total of 150 tickets to be distributed. We want to break this up into 7 schools, so we're going to divide by 7. This gives 21.43. So we're going to be given 21 tickets to each of these senior classes. Number 3. Cheryl had $35 to spend at TJ Maxx. She spent 40% of that amount on jewelry and half of the remainder on t-shirts. Did she have any money left over? And if so, how much? Well, she started with $35 and she spent 40 of this on jewelry. So let's figure out how much she spent on jewelry. Multiplying these gives that she spent $14 on jewelry. Since she started with 35 and she's now spent 14, she has $21 left over. She spent half of this on t-shirts. So multiplying this by 1/2 gives $10.50. So she had $21. She spent $10.50 on t-shirts. This leaves her with $10.50 left over. Number 4. Carlo is building a wooden fence along his front property. The section of it is pictured below. He needs 60 upright pickets that measure 2 1/3 feet and 2 horizontal wooden braces, the same width as the pickets, that measures 20 4/5 feet. What is the total length of wood that Carlo needs? Well, let's start with the pickets. These are 2 1/3 feet apiece, and he needs 60 of them. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So 7/3 times 60 gives us 140 feet that he needs for the pickets. What about the horizontal braces? Well, those are 20 4/5 feet apiece, and he needs 2 of those. 5 times 20 is 100, plus 4 is 104, over 5 times 2. This gives 208 over 5 feet. Converting this gives 41 3/5 feet for the horizontal braces. Adding these two up, 140 for the pickets, plus 41 3/4 for the braces, gives us a total of 181 3/5 feet of wood that he will need. Number 5. A 750 milliliter saline solution contains 3.5 milliliters of salt. What percent of the total solution is salt? This last sentence tells us exactly what we need. What percent means X, of means multiply, the total solution is 750 milliliters, is means equal, salt, which is 3.5 milliliters. Dividing both sides by 750 will give us that X is equal to 0.00 4 with a 6 repeated. Moving the decimal place twice to get a percent gives a 0.46 bar percent salt.